Welcome to Thoughts in the Glass podcast. I'm LaToya,
And I'm Kendra.
and this is a weekly podcast where we share our unfiltered thoughts and opinions on a variety of topics.
So sit back, relax, and join us on a conversation of real, raw, and ridiculously funny commentary.
Period. Every week we do a drink of the night. Kendra, what's the drink tonight?
Tonight's drink is called a maple syrup old fashioned.
Period.
It is fall. We're starting to get into our fall drinkity drinks. So, how do we make this? Very much so simple. You're going to do 0.25 ounces of maple syrup. You're going to do 2 to 3 dashes of bitters. You could do the aromatic ones that's more. Sometimes you can use the orange bitters, whatever you like. You're going to do 2 ounces of your bourbon. Put your ice over it, stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. Then you're going to transfer it to whatever glass you're using over ice, and then add a cinnamon stick as your garnish. Cool.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's pretty good.
It's giving
What? Like you want to be
cozy.
cozied up somewhere?
It's giving cozy.
So I didn't know this, but September is National Bourbon Heritage Month.
Oh, nice.
So we have our bourbon for September.
Okay.
I don't know. I saw this on the news, so I guess
We showing off.
yeah, we showing off a little bit. Hopefully you're using a black owned bourbon, which I feel like those are hard to find, but maybe not really.
Not as hard as you think.
Okay. Well, so all right. It's been a lot going on. Okay, how was your week?
The week was good. I didn't get a chance on the last because we were not rushing, but kind of rushing. To shout out Jonathan's birthday was over the weekend,
Oh
so we
yeah.
celebrated his 10th birthday. He's a preteen. Everybody's a preteen. He's a preteen in double digits.
Okay.
Um, so we did some little slice stuff. He got a phone. We went to Red Lobster. We went to the movies on Saturday. Went to lunch, and then ended up at the St. Charles County Fair, where I'm allergic to hay fever.
Oh gosh, yes. Mm-hmm.
So I get home and snotty, congested, chest tight, all of the things. But then my face was itching, right? And I'm like, the hell's going on? So I keep thinking because I'm using like a new moisturizer. I wasn't using my Olay, but now I'm using my Olay again. And I was talking to one of my coworkers earlier in the week, and I was telling him, about what we did over the weekend. And he was like, "Oh yeah, my son has that issue." And he was like, "My sister sometimes will break out because hers is really bad as well." And I was like, you know what? The last time I had this is when we went to the Renaissance Festival. And that next day after I was running, I went to wash my face and it burned when I put my stuff on. And so same thing happened this time. And I said, you know what it is? It's because I'm using the Olay, putting lotion on my face with sunscreen, and then getting dust, and now it's settling on my face.
It could just be an allergic reaction. That's how you're not even that the dust is getting on your face, but that is how your body is reacting to you being exposed.
Yeah, because when I get home, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and next thing you know, it burnt, like my toner burned. And I'm like, it ain't nothing in it. And my face washes, everything is for sensitive skin.
Yeah.
So like my sensitive area, like my nose, I had a rash on my eye.
Oh.
And then luckily, because of my shin splints, I haven't been running, so it hasn't been like salt on my face, because that's what really was burning the last time, because I was running. And so when I came back to shower and I would like wipe my face, it would burn so bad. So I have to make sure I either don't go or at least put a mask on this from right here, and then make sure I take some Benadryl before I go.
Yeah, I thought about that too. We went to the fair as well, and as soon as we got there, I was like, I forgot to take an allergy pill. But I mean, obviously we're there. I was with my little cousin Barry. We stuck it out, went, did all the things, and I just, as soon as, because he was sneezing too, as soon as we got home, I was like, just take a Benadryl, because like at this point,
that's what I should have did. I should have went ahead and just took some Benadryl. And I think that definitely, because I'm going to take some tonight, because my face is still itching.
You have hydrocortisone?
No.
You gotta put some. I'll give you some. You gotta put some of that on your face too.
I'm like, how long is this going to last? Last time it was like a whole week. Because I thought it was just like my facial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm realizing, child, you got a problem.
Yeah. What movie did y'all go see?
The Bad Guys too.
Oh, how was it?
It was cute. It was so cute. I fell asleep.
Oh
Not that it was
God.
bad, but it's like this is my only opportunity that everybody's bit like occupied. So I could doze off. Devon, he act like a big kid. He cracking up, having a time, having a time. So that was cool. We were supposed to do putt putt golf, but we ended up staying longer at the fair. And then I was like, once we get back in this car, I'm not gonna want to get back out to do something else. So I'm gonna pick my nephew up another time. We'll do that. We're talking about going to Kings of Men sometime in October
Oh, for Fright
for
Fest.
Fright Fest. I was like, y'all know I do not like to be scared.
Oh yeah, you don't.
But I was like, I think we should all get together and go see Fright Fest.
Oh, what day y'all gonna go?
I don't know.
Well, let me know what day you decide.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what my calendar's looking like for October, so.
Yeah, I don't know. He was like later on in October, and then I'm like, October is freaking cold.
It do be, but it don't be that bad. You just have it gets cold at night.
But they want to be there at the nighttime.
Yeah, and I understand why.
It's cold.
It's fun at night.
Yes, but then there's also people on their knees and on their back doing this. I don't have time.
So I'm gonna tell you the trick because I love that too. But the last time I went, I was like trying to get pictures of them because like I'd be like the makeup is so good. Like y'all really be looking like dead people. So I'm all trying to take pictures. The people started running from me.
Come back.
And one guy was like, he had told me, he was like, we're not allowed to, do photos and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? So I was trying to sneak and take pictures of, but as soon as I bring my phone out, they be.
Oh, then I'm gonna have my vlog camera just like this whole time. And that joke gonna spill the swivel.
I don't know if it changed, but a couple years ago when we went, they was running from me. And Chris was laughing because he was like, how do we go to Fright Fest? And the actors that are supposed to be scaring us end up running from you.
Child, that's what I need.
Because I'm like, can we take a picture?
I'm glad to know because I'm trying to tell you something. The recorder's out. Don't
take your
me.
take your selfie, take your
deal.
vlogging stick, and I don't think they'll mess with you as much. I really enjoyed the fair, so that was also a part of my weekend. I went on Friday though, and I went early because I was like, I'm not trying to be involved in the riffraff. Too much going on. But I really enjoyed it. So I was telling Ruby this because she was like, oh, I didn't know that they had so many different like categories of I think it was like 120 or 130 different categories of like fair entries.
Yeah.
And so I was telling her the one that I thought was really interesting was they did like tablescapes. Now I don't know, y'all. I didn't do my research, so I don't know if it's the tablescape itself or if it's the flower arrangement or if it's the tea set or if it's the whole thing. Because some of them, they were like, some of them when you read the little card, it was talking about the flower arrangement, but it still had like the plates and everything on there. And then some of them, it was saying like, oh, this tea set is a family heirloom and blah blah. So I don't know if it's the category was tablescape and they're just telling you what's so special about their tablescape, or if it was different things like here's a flower arrangement, here's I don't know. But bringing all of this up to say, there's so many different categories that you can win fair ribbons for. Did you guys see the Lego train set?
So I'm just gonna be honest with you. Them kids got them tickets,
and they went straight to the fair. I mean, they went straight to the carnival
rides.
part. And I'm pretty sure a lot of kids did that because that's what Ruby was saying. She said that she took Nala and her friends went straight to the rides. Nova wanted to go to the petting zoo and get on the little kitty rides. I would say next year, the next time y'all go, I would say this. So when you come in, it's like the rides are on this side and then it's like the exhibits are on this side. Go to the exhibits first. Like I told Lil Barry, I'm like, look, let's go to the exhibits first and then y'all can do whatever y'all want. Even though he didn't really last that long, he was not interested. But he did humor me and walk through a couple of them. And maybe I'm just a nerd, but I thought it was so. I mean, when the person that won the ribbon for the Legos, it was like a display case. I don't even know how big it was. It was like as big as maybe like a couch. Like it was like as big as this couch, right? It was like a town with the train going around it, shops and stores and people and trees and all made out of Legos that somebody did, and they had other stuff like people had built, the Lego helicopters and things like that. But seeing that, I was like, wow. And I know if you go to like the Lego world, you'll see stuff like that. But I think what made it so cool to me was like, that's somebody that lives in Charles County. You know what I mean? This is like the county fair. So I think it's one thing when you're like a famous Lego builder. It's another thing when you're a novice.
Yeah, and you just doing this for.
Yeah, and then to do something like that. So I think the other thing that I liked, so my aunt collects Barbies, and she has a really big collection. She's won fair ribbons before. So because of that, I was like, well, let me see the dolls because I just want to see the winner this year. Like, how would they compare to what I know she has at home? I was not. I was a little underwhelmed. Yeah, with the dolls. The plants though, you know, I love plants. So that one I was really excited about. I mean, they had some the bird of paradise plants. That's the one you see with the huge leaves that people have in their house. They had some people whose leaves were measuring like over 7 feet. Yeah, it was cool. Like that stuff to me was so cool. So I enjoyed that. And then the exhibits, like did y'all get to see like the little robot dog?
Did you hear what I said?
Okay. So so
and also add we didn't go early.
Okay.
Because we had already gone to the movies.
That's
so
right.
We didn't
That's
get there
right.
until about like 5 or so.
Okay. I think the bomb demonstration was at 2:30 and that was on Friday. I don't even know what they did on Saturday. Yeah. But they had so the county fire department has like a bomb squad and they have different robots that go in and kind of retrieve the bomb. But the newest one that they have now is a robot, but it's kind of shaped like a dog. I'll drop down a picture. And the kids were going crazy and it was so cute. So they also do a dog they do the police force canine folks, they do a demonstration too with the dogs. Like they'll have the dogs like show their different like how they attack people and stuff like that. I didn't see that, but I've seen it before. So yeah, I enjoyed the fair. I think most people are like you where they're just like carnival rides. But if you get a chance to go another time, it's so many other things
I'll say this. If I didn't have the kids, I would have, because I wouldn't have done the rides. I would have been just kind of like.
But even with them, because I feel like it's good for them to see, like, it's stuff that I feel like for kids, sometimes they don't, I don't know, our kids, I'll say that. I feel like as Black people, sometimes we see their hobbies as just little hobbies and not something that could be useful in the future. You know what I mean? But I think for somebody that is into Legos, or maybe for somebody that is into drawing, because they did like an art exhibit, for somebody that's into those things, to see that might be an inspiration that this not just some little hobby. You know, it could really be something if you put the effort into it, and just to see like, you know what I mean? So it might be beneficial, even if y'all just did like a quick little walkthrough. It might be beneficial.
They saw food, rides. Jayla was like, "Mom, walk away from me because if there's something fine up in here, I don't want them to think I'm with you." Listen, they don't have time for exhibits.
I guess maybe I'm a nerd, but I was into it.
I did watch the because child Devon is a hillbilly at heart. We was watching
the line dancing.
No,
oh no, the horse racing.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
The lawnmower cars.
Oh, okay.
The racers.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so that's in the evening. So it's I think also like depending on what time you go.
Yeah.
Because we were there later and it was more like they had like the go-go band came out. The over in this area was the little people, because when we were coming back when we were leaving, we came down like, you know how it has the two walkways and the thing in the middle? That's how we came in.
Okay.
So I didn't even see all the stuff that was on that back end.
Right.
So I was like, I want to go over there. And Devon was like,
yeah,
it's time to go. We don't use up these tickets. The kids at that point, we had, like I said, gone to the movies, gone to get something to eat. Everybody's kind of like tired. I am also sneezing.
Yeah.
So
I would love to, like, next year, I think I'm going to plan it out better, because I just was like, oh, the fair, let me just go up there and see what they're talking about. But I would, because you can re-enter. So I would really like to go maybe, like, early, spend a couple of hours, get my hand stamped, maybe go home, take a little nap, have lunch, and then come back in the evening and kind of see the evening stuff.
Yeah.
Because we left at around 5, and I want to say the last thing that we saw was the horse. They was doing like a horse and carriage thing. That was the last thing we saw.
Yeah, so like around what time did we leave? I think we left around 7. I was like 7. So like around 6 is when they started the racing with the
with the
thing.
lawnmowers.
Yeah,
Okay,
the little
I didn't know
mini
they did
lawnmowers,
that.
and he was having a time. He was having a time. They was flipping over everything. It was cute.
And then I did all of that walking around. I don't know who I think I am, because then Saturday morning, so Lil Barry was like, "Oh, can we go to Great Falls?" And I was like, "All right, I ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? We can go up there." We did it. We did it.
Great Falls is not a little feat.
I know, and we did it. We just took. I was like, let's just take our time and just do it. So we did it. But I'm tired, especially after spending like 4.5 hours at the fair the day before. I was like, I'm beat. Like my knees hurt, my back hurt, and then
The Great Falls is hiking.
It is. I know.
Full, not like
I
a
know.
leisure walk through
I
the park.
know.
It is hiking. We went last year, and we went. You have to go down that steep thing to even get, like, you could get to the water.
Y'all went on the Virginia side?
Yeah.
So we went on the Maryland,
on the Maryland
side. So it's different. It's like it's paved, and you cross a bridge to see the water. So like, yeah, it's we went on the Maryland side, but you're right. It's still a hike. And I was just like, what was I thinking? But I'm glad I did it, because I took Chris and Sydney, Barry, we all went. And I told Chris, I said, when I got there, because I asked him, did he want to go? He said yes. I said, it's paved the whole way, so we could just take our time. Like, I don't want to overexert you. But when we got there, and I like actually saw it, because I hadn't been in a while, I was like, Chris gonna kill me. So when he got out the car, he was like, what the hell? I'm like, I'll buy you lunch after this. But he did it. I was really proud of him. It took us, now granted, it took us about almost 2 hours. It took us like an hour and 45 minutes. But when I say we just took our time, like we stopped every little thing we saw, or little flower we saw, we was like, oh, look at it. Like we wasn't pumping.
Yeah.
We was just kind of taking our time.
Same. I think that was the last one we did that last year. We did. I mean, it was we strolled through the hike.
Yeah, we strolled through the hike.
But nevertheless, the hike was hiking.
It still was. Man, on the way back, and then so Saturday the weather was beautiful. It was a perfect day for it. We got there like 11, so it still wasn't too hot. But as we're leaving out, it's like getting closer to 1 o'clock. And so now the sun is out full force. And I just had on like a t-shirt and leggings, but I was getting so hot. So I eventually took my t-shirt off and was just walking in my sports bra. And I was asking Chris and Sydney, I was like, I hope y'all don't feel uncomfortable, because I'm out here.
I'm out here.
I
want to work out time.
Okay. I said, looking like a cinnamon roll. Just out here. Just out here.
Girl.
But I'm glad we did it, though. It was like, okay. It was like, it was good. It was good exercise. But then you would think after all of that, my ass would sit down.
Of course not. Why would you do that?
And you know what? People that know me already know that's not what I'm gonna do. No. I get up the next day and meet up with some friends at a winery. Back outside. Just
when I couldn't get out of bed basically on Sunday.
I mean, I was tired, but I still went. I still went. It was Leonardtown, Port of Leonardtown Winery. Port of Leonardtown Winery. That was nice too. I didn't do any. Well, I did have a glass of wine, but I didn't really do no heavy drinking. And honestly, I didn't do too much. We had our little chairs out there. The live music was good. I just sat and we were having good conversation. I don't know how we always end up on the topic of relationships, but I had met up with a group of ladies, and we were just talking about relationships, and they was one girl was saying how she can tell in relationships when the woman has lost herself, because she looks like it. Like it's almost like a certain look of like you just don't look to your full potential when you kind of fully immerse yourself into a relationship and lose your identity.
Right.
And
Jonathan, go over there by the other table.
And she was saying if when you don't do that, you know, she was like, those women, you know, they look, you know, they look different. They look happy. They got a lot more energy. They're more vibrant or whatever. And so I was thinking about after she said that, I was thinking about that and starting to think like, I'm gonna be having my eyes open and seeing if I see that. Cause I kind of, when she said it, I was like, yeah, I kind of get it. But then I was really starting to think like, but could I point it out?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think not necessarily for me, like looking at them, their appearance. I mean, if you've known them beforehand, yes, I think it's a lot easier. A lot of it is just like what their conversation is, and if it doesn't have, if it's not necessarily, I mean, sometimes it's because they don't know you, but if it's not a robust conversation, more often than not, you don't really have anything going on, or if it's more like, well, such and I did this, and his whatever did this, and you know, because we went to this thing for his job, or you can tell that you, girl, what you got going.
Yeah. So that was basically it. Are you watching anything?
No.
No.
I haven't had the, you know, honestly, between with school starting back up and things happening, Janae now I'm trying to help her find a car. She done got her no car. We think basically that thing total. And then I'm you know, with working. I tell you this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna repeat myself every time.
Okay.
Having being in a relationship be a lot.
Okay.
Because you be trying, and it's not in a bad way, but it's like when I get off work, it's like I'm going home to make sure like dinner's together, lunch. Then I have to get lunch together for the kids. This, that, and fourth. By the time I get off and do all of the things, I got enough time to have a little bit of a conversation. I'm ready for bed.
Yeah.
Because it's time to start the day over again. So like when I do get off early, for example, I got off early the other day. I was able to cook dinner, and do some other things. But then he had to cut.
Right.
So then by the time he got in, it's time for the boys to go to bed. The day is done.
Yeah.
So
don't be too much time for
it don't be too much time. Yes, for me to be like, oh, well, I'm going to go to happy hour.
Yeah.
Or oh, we've already had dinner. Nightcap. It's 11. It's 10 o'clock. We got to finish this laundry.
Yeah. So I mean, but that would be the case in a relationship or not.
But most of the time, if you're not in a relationship, and let's say you don't have like little kids, Jonathan, I'm not gonna tell you again. Um, it's like I don't know. I think you just have more time. I promise you, this can't be the same 24 hours of 2 years ago. It cannot be. There's no way.
No, it gets busy. It gets, and I think the other thing for us is like there's a lot of commuting time.
That is
too. That
thing.
eats up a lot of time.
That is the thing. I feel like, and maybe that's another thing because now I ain't saying I'm wishing COVID on nobody.
Yeah.
But during the COVID times, and I was working every day.
Mm-hmm.
There was nobody was in the streets. The commute was 30 minutes.
I know. I missed that too. I was doing half like 1 week on 1 week off, but I definitely missed that. Like just being able to just like the drive that takes me an hour and a half now was only 45 minutes.
And I also miss you just can't show up to the restaurant.
Yeah. Like you gotta make a reservation.
Yeah. You have to have a reservation.
That is so true. Unless you want to sit at the bar, and sometimes it don't even be a seat at the bar.
Right. Yeah. It's the little luxuries. But anyway, yeah. So that sucks. But so no, I haven't been able to really watch anything. I finished watching Blind Spot. It was all right. I'm you know what I realized, and I do this every winter now, and I'm like now realizing I do this. I'm like, what shows haven't I watched in a long time? Because this is my cozy season, and I could binge stuff that I've kind of already seen, and kind of just be like, it's just there for a.
I've started rewatching shows, but I have it on as background because I don't really do good with rewatching shows. Yeah. I'm not, once I've seen it, I'm kind of like, I already know what happened. Yeah. But because I like to have some noise in the background, and then I noticed that if it's a new show that I haven't seen, like say if I'm editing or doing whatever, I can't have that on because I'm paying attention.
Yeah, you want to look at it, yeah.
So I've now started being like, I've already seen this. Yeah. I could put it on in the background because I know I'm not going to pay attention.
You just need some kind of ambient noise in the back.
Are there any shows that you're looking forward to?
Girl, I cannot wait till Abbott is coming out, coming back out October 1st. High Potential is coming out this Tuesday. Coming back this Tuesday. And now they have a full because this was just a little synopsis, you know, the little 8-episode situation. Yeah. To see if they're gonna pick them back up. So they're coming back out, and I think all of my other ones that I was watching, like the one I told you, the lady lost her she lost her memory
Yes.
after the accident
Yes.
and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one's come back. So all of those shows are coming back out, which I won't watch them immediately because I like a good Saturday binge.
Yeah. Okay. So we got to check in with you after you've had time to binge.
Yeah. Give me till November when it's time for like, oh, it's getting like Thanksgiving-ish time and it's been holiday time. And one of the other things that I'm so looking forward to.
What, Christmas movies?
Well, you know, I got my fix in July.
Okay.
So I'm okay. But I'm going on my cruise.
Oh, that's right. You're going on a cruise.
So that does help. I was like, they are such a hater, bro.
He not going? Oh, because you're going with your mom.
It's a girl show, just me and my mom. No, he's a hater because, you know, this is the week, my first week back after being off for the week for my shin splints.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, and so when you on that cruise, you better be running. Why are you hating so much? I'm gonna be running in the morning. So then my mom was like, yeah, you know, your father and I usually, you know, walk in the mornings, and I think this would be great motivation because you can run, but I can get my mile in. And I was like,
okay, well, she gonna hold you accountable,
girl. If I be like, Mom, we ain't got to do it, she be like, oh.
No, I can see your mom now. Well, we did walk around the boat. We did go to the shops, didn't we?
When I say my mother is you and you is my mother because the itinerary is set.
Listen, that's shows, twin. Where have you been?
The shows are booked. She wants to do sushi making. She was like, "Oh no, the price hasn't come down far enough. I don't think we're going to book that." So
sushi making is usually a popular one. I
don't
wonder
know
if it will even go down.
Yeah, but she was like, because it's October, depending on how many people are on the boat and things, because leaving out of New Jersey, she said sometimes when it doesn't get full, they'll start like
discounting it. Yeah,
on the boat. So she's like, we'll just wait. But child, when I tell you she's itineraried up.
She should be.
I was like, you guys will have a great time. And I was like, I want to be off. Then I was going to take off that Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But then the person I work with, she was like, I need to be off the 10th. That's like, that's the weekend before I'm supposed to be leaving. I'm supposed to be off. So she's like, I need to be. I don't know what she needs to be off for. But I'm like, I actually already put it in for me to be off. I'm gonna be off between the 10th to the 19th. I'm like, I can come in for a few hours because you know how I put it on my head. I mean, we don't leave until Sunday, but we are trying to leave Saturday
to get to Miami. Oh, we live out of
Jersey, just to get a room in Jersey. So we already up there because our check-in time is 11.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, she was like, yes, because I want us to do lunch. And I was like, girl, I'm ready.
I love that for y'all.
So that's gonna be fun. Good time. So by the time I get back, I will have time to start looking at all of my shows because I'm excited about it. I love Abbott. I really like Abbott is like that 90s sitcom and it gives me Martin and Living Single and the comedic timing and all of the things with the gentleman from Everybody Loves Chris on there, so it gives a little bit of that. It just is nostalgic.
Yeah, we should do like a Christmas movie, like I don't know, something in December. Like do maybe like a 5-minute like Christmas movie. I don't know, like 10 out of 10 recommend or something like that. Okay. Like watch them and then see how come back and be like, okay, this is the one we watch and this is how we rate it.
We should. So what if we should do? We should get a list from. I'm trying to think how many years. Maybe we should go back like 4 or 5 years and do the top movie of that year.
We could and
then watch it and then rank them.
Yeah.
To see which year was actually better.
Yeah. That's cute. We should do that. So I'm okay. So I had got into The Secret Life of Mormon Wives, the reality TV show, the only one that I really watched.
Yes.
And if y'all watch it, then if you don't watch it, it's about these Mormon women who started doing TikToks. They got famous from TikTok, doing mom talk is what they had called it, or what it was coined after they started doing it. And it starts off with a scandal. One of the main characters, Taylor, she was in a scandal of soft swinging with her husband. And I know at first it came out that it was like, oh, they're swingers. But then after talking to people and they did a bunch of different interviews about it, nobody was actually sleeping with each other's spouses, but they were getting kind of friendly, frisky, kissing, you know what I mean? Just being a little bit too personal.
Yeah.
So that's why they call it soft swinging. Well, and I actually, before I say what I'm going to say about this, the other thing is they're all Mormon, right? And so they are getting married because that is kind of under the Mormon church. They're basically teaching them that no sex before marriage.
Yeah.
And so what I truly believe is happening is that they are having a almost like young adult college experience, but they're doing it married. And so it ends up looking like that, even though it's these, they're 19, 20, 21, all married. And, you know, I have a party at my house, everybody gets drunk, and next thing you know, my best friend is kissing my husband. And I'm not saying that that's right, but what I am saying is all of that is being pent up, and then now they're feeling like, well, we're married now, so we can kind of let it out. And you start mixing that with alcohol, you start mixing that with, I ain't really never been able to do nothing.
Yes.
And this is how this happens,
they
right?
Teens and tweens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it turns into a big scandal, and people are like, oh, they're swinging. But I honestly kind of felt like they're just young. They're just young, and they didn't get a chance to experience anything. So anyway, that's how the reality TV show starts. We start there, and we kind of follow them. I think it's like 6 girls. We follow them kind of through their little ups and downs and stuff. But at the end of season 1, 2 of the girls got casted on Dancing with the Stars, and I wasn't really interested. And I was like, whatever. The main character though is Taylor. I think her name is Taylor Frankie-Paul. She is gonna be the new Bachelorette.
So she divorced?
Yeah, she divorced her husband. After the scandal came out, they couldn't survive it. So they divorced. Okay. She ended up talking to another dude, gets pregnant by him. So even though she's Mormon, she's the main character because basically she's the most I don't want to say wild of them, but like
outgoing.
She has divested a lot from her Mormon values. Okay. I think she still holds them, but she doesn't keep herself in that box.
Yes.
So and that guy wanted, at the end of season 1, he was saying how he wanted to be with her. Or not at the end, but at the middle, he was saying how he wanted to be with her and wanted to get married and all this and that. And she was just like, I was in a marriage before. It felt too restrictive. I was not ready to be married. And even though I'm pregnant, like, I'm not going to abort my baby. I'm going to have this baby by you, but I'm not going to rush into marriage just because I have a baby.
Yeah.
And she was like, and I'm not going to feel guilty about having 2 baby daddies. Like, it is what it is. Right. I'm not ready to be in a committed relationship. So I'm just going to have to co-parent.
Yeah.
And so that's another big difference of her being the new Bachelorette because, well, one, they said this is the first time a reality TV star has ever been the Bachelorette. Normally it's like a wealthy kind of unknown person, but this person is very known. And I think she has money from these reality TV deals and endorsements on TikTok. But usually they don't have kids, and she got 2 kids, 2 baby daddies. She's been married before. I don't think they typically have been married before. So she is kind of like so different than who you would.
Yeah, they said we need something. We're going to spice it up.
And they usually go back and forth. Like they do a bachelor, bachelorette, bachelor, bachelorette. Well, they just did a bachelorette, and now it's supposed to be a bachelor, but they're doing.
Listen, the bachelors.
Right. The pickings are slim.
The batch.
Ain't luring.
Trashing it. This is the trash can. You slide in it. You know how all the cookies just slide on into the trash? Please.
Say, get rid of that batch.
Get her out of here. See what else is baking, because this is it.
So I'm excited. I don't know if I'm going to watch the whole thing, but I guess I'm just invested in her journey now because I watched the show. And I think she's the most authentic of all the girls. And I'm just shocked. I'm shocked that.
Why?
I guess I'm not shocked, but I'm
ratings gonna break because they ratings.
I know, but you know, when a TV show does something so different, it's like, okay, let me see what this really about to be about.
The ratings
and the ratings are going to go up because we all want to see like what's really about to happen. The only thing that it's like I'm dreading it, and it hasn't even happened yet. But the only thing that I'm dreading is this is going to turn into a circus.
Because and that's what's going to bring the ratings.
But I really hope that she can find.
Hopefully she find love in a.
Yeah.
What is it? Love in a hopeless place.
Yeah.
So maybe.
So that's it as far as TV shows. I know you've seen the new iPhone 17.
I have.
What are your thoughts?
So I haven't really like gone into the features. I do like the little back camera slide up situation.
And I thought about you because I was like, she literally just bought. But I was like, I don't know how much that piece was, but it's probably worth it to buy that piece than it would be to buy a whole new phone.
Yes. But the only thing is, now with recording, like the phone is cool and stuff. Like my phone is cool. I think that I wish I had gotten like a 16 Pro Max situation or something like that. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep my phone or
upgrade.
Upgrade.
So what kind of phone did Jonathan get?
He got a 14.
Okay.
So they were saying, "Oh, you can upgrade this one and give him your phone, right? Because his line, both of our lines are eligible for upgrades. With my phone being a little bit newer than his, because I think I have the 15, I would probably get more money than he would. Um, but I'm like, they come out with a new phone every year.
Every year, yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't think that I want to get a new one, but I like the feature. That feature. I haven't seen all the other features and stuff. It does look a little fat and funky though.
It looks fat, but it's thin. It's very thin. They said
I'm
it's
talking
the
about like
thinnest
fat.
phone. Oh, like wide.
Yes, wide. I don't know if I like that. And I don't like thin. I don't really like thin phones.
Me either.
I need to feel like I got something in my hand.
Yeah, I don't really like thin phones either. I was looking at it too and thinking like, dang. What I'm seeing now is that it's less of a phone and more of a video camera. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's more of and I'm not mad at that. I'm just pointing out, I guess, the obvious where as a society we're going more towards everybody in some way, shape, or form does some sort of content creation. And if that's the case, then you should have the tools to do that with. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad that they're putting more of the focus on the camera now. I guess I'm just like, I don't know, like at what point does it become too much? And I don't know if there even is a point.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that because
and I guess not to cut you off about that. I mean, y'all are making these iPhones so cinematic, this and that and whatever. I can already see. I mean, I know this has already probably happened, but I can already see in the future, like movies that we see in the movie theaters will be completely shot on the iPhone. And so that's what I mean. Like, does it get to a point where we completely replace cameras? Because
I think so, because you have to think like now you're having a device where you can do multiple things. So now it's a camera, it's a video camera, it's also a telecommunication system, and text messages. Now you could do all of your art stuff, and you could do editing. So it has all of these different features. And I would rather, and most people's thought is like, I would rather pay 2,000 for one thing than 5,000 and have multiple
all these
things where
different
I have to
things.
have an
Yeah.
SD card, and I
Yeah.
have to have a this, and I have to have a that. So I don't know, but the only thing with Apple, somebody kind of mentioned this. It was just kind of like a little fleeting video that I was kind of scrolling on, and they were trying to leave Apple, and they were making it very difficult for them to leave. Like, I'm trying to sync my contacts to my new phone, and they're like, "Is it an Apple phone? Why aren't you with Apple? Why? I gave you the pen, I gave you the things, just do what I asked you to do," kind of thing.
I can see that. Yeah. I can see that.
It's like we in this cult.
Yeah. I could see that. I'm not loyal to Apple.
Yeah.
I will, like, if I can see, like, if you could sell me on why it would work for me, then okay, fine. Yeah. But I'm also not too stuck with them to where if I see a benefit with another device, I'm not going to get it. Like, I'll be like, okay, this is more beneficial, so I'm going to go with this. So I feel like if I get to that place where I feel like having an iPhone is not fully benefiting me and I can get some benefits from having a different kind of phone, I'll do what I need to do.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But I'm contemplating. Of course, the seller's like, "Oh yeah, it's worth the buy." I'm like,
they always gonna say that.
But then I'm like, "But you T-Mobile, and so yes, it's a benefit to y'all, but it ain't like y'all Apple.
Yeah,
like you get a commission or you get a little kickback or something like that. I guess how many you sell, but I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. If y'all know more like details about it, I've seen, like you said, the back camera. All I've heard is like just so many good things about the camera. They did say that the case was the whole body of the phone was ceramic. Even the front screen is like it's glass, but it's like a ceramic coating on top of it, so it's more scratch resistant. And then I saw that they put the antenna on top. I didn't even know these phones had antennas, but apparently there's like a little antenna pad. They put that on top of the phone so that you don't cover it with your hands, which I thought was kind of smart. And what else? They said it has a longer battery life and the supercharger on it, like you can charge it up faster.
Yeah.
So those are some of the newer features. So if y'all know more newer features, so if anybody got the new iPhone 17, drop down in the... Oh, it's not out yet?
No, they start pre-sale, I think, this week.
Okay. Well, if y'all get it, come back and tell us like if it's worth it or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the last thing that I want to talk about.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen this on TikTok, but it's been all over my TikTok, and I'm kind of wondering, like, what does that say about me?
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, there was a Cougar and Cub event in the DMV, and so cougars. I'm assuming that means like 40 plus. I don't know what a cougar is. Maybe it's 35 and up.
No,
I don't know.
Yes, I think cougar starts at like 34, 35 now. I said, I'm a what?
I mean, okay, fine. 35 and up, right? And then the cubs are what, 30 and under?
To me, 30 is not.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're 35, then how old is your cub? 25?
I think it's like 20. If you're 35, you dating somebody that's like 26, 27 to like 21.
Yikes. Okay. They advertised the event on TikTok, and it met its target audience. A lot of the women were chiming in saying, "Oh yeah, I want to go to the event," and a lot of the younger guys, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the event." Well, the event happens. It takes place, I think, this past weekend. I think in maybe Largo, Silver Spring, or Laurel, somewhere like that. Y'all don't. If y'all seen this, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know exactly where it took place at, but it took place, and then Sunday, I'm seeing all of the guys posting that it was all Cubs and no Cougars.
Cause what time is it? The bedtime.
That's what a lot of people were saying. So it wasn't even over the weekend. It was on a Thursday night.
Oh hell no!
Thursday. But we go out on Thursday nights.
Ooh.
That's not it's not uncommon to go out on a Thursday night, especially if you plan it in advance.
What time?
So that's what a lot of people were saying, but they knew when the organizers put this event together, people knew that it was going to be on Thursday.
Let me explain something to you. We be scared of these little young little
But then why be in the comments?
I want to play games too.
So this is what somebody said, which I think this might have something to do with it. Well, okay, first you tell me what do you think the reason was? Why didn't the Cougars show up?
First of all, I'm nervous. First of all, what do you want from me with your little young self? Come on. I just want to talk crap online and go to bed. I'm saying that while I'm rubbing my toes together, like I'm gonna be there.
I'll be your cougar.
Right. They're like, where you was at? Oh, you was for real. I thought it was just role playing and stuff. I thought it was just a joke. You wanted me to actually show up? Oh gosh, that's crazy.
So one person has said, which I kind of agree with this. In this area, in the DMV area, most of the women are professionals. They have like jobs where, you know, you're executives or just high level jobs where if a video of you being at this event were to come out,
that's a problem.
That could be damaging.
Yeah.
And so she said she felt like that's a reason why, because she was like, she brought up a good point. You know how they have the rooftop happy hour at MGM where they do, especially in the summer, where they do like the different line dance and all that. She was like, that's on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it's I feel like the connotation of what this event is.
And that's what she said. She was like,
now if they say this is the event, but there will be no phones and so forth, you may have had,
or even if they just named it something else.
Yes.
And then somebody else brought up a good point. Like, would y'all feel the same way if it was, you know, a sugar baby, sugar daddy event, and you had all these young girls and all these old men trying to like?
But my thing is, men are shameless.
True, but the point they were making was, if you saw that, you probably would feel like, now why y'all up in here? And basically, it's like the women don't want to be judged in that way.
Honestly, I'm just going to be honest. It's not as taboo for men to be dating younger women.
Oh, okay.
Or for that to be the thing, because most guys, honestly, even if they're doing matchmaker situations or speed dating and things like that, their intent is to date someone younger.
Yeah.
So if they're 40, 45, 50, they're looking for somebody in their 30s.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be shocking that they're at a, I'm not going to say it would be called, like, it would be like older gents and younger ladies or something.
No, but I feel like that's not.
It could be like, because
it wasn't I feel like Cougars and Cubs, that's saying something very specific in the name of the event.
But I think.
So I feel like
it can't
saying older gents and younger, like, that's giving them a more sophisticated.
But I can't give them sugar daddy and sugar baby, because then that just seems as if it's just
like a monetary exchange.
Yes. So I don't think, because I think even with that, it don't be necessarily always a monetary exchange.
You're right, it's not.
So I think that's why I'm trying to give it a different.
Yeah. Do you think if the marketing was different, then the women would have showed up? Like if it was like grown and sexy on sex. I don't know. Like if it was like
I don't know what name you could give that to make the connotation not be.
And I agree with you because I feel like how do you? But then and if you just said if it was a grown and sexy event, how do you get the message out there that we're looking for this dynamic?
Yeah. And the thing is, you're not gonna be able to find that where people are also gonna be quiet about it.
Yeah.
Because anybody older is like, I have something to protect. Most younger people are like, either they're just doing this to be dipping and doing, or they are scammers.
Somebody said it's getting cold outside, so the Cubs was looking for
a home.
Looking for a home.
Looking for a place to cuddle up.
He said the Cubs was looking
what
for.
They want a what they a
hobosexual.
Yes. Because you ain't got nowhere to stay.
That's what they said. They said the Cubs was looking for somewhere to stay. That's why they was out.
Keep roaming, baby.
I just thought that was funny. I don't know. I don't know how they could have done this because I do believe that in the comments, people were making connections and things like that. So I do believe that there's a market for it.
Oh, of course.
I'm just, in my mind, I'm like, how do you target that market?
Yeah. I think you really would have to be on I don't know how you would do it. I mean, I know that there are things out here. I don't know. I don't know if it's like looking for, sexy ladies looking for, and I don't want to say looking for a good time because then it's like, oh God, I don't know, but I know there's a market because people can be. I think sometimes, especially when we get older, sometimes we're not looking to be. Some people are still looking to mother.
Yeah.
Right, and so you find someone that kind of still needs some nurturing, and it's like being with somebody kind of your age or older. It's like you're nursing, and so you're not. Sometimes you don't want to do that yet.
Yeah,
It's like I would rather be able to instill something in somebody and watch them flourish than spend the rest of my days putting pills in pill containers.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I feel like if it was a guy saying that, we would be like grooming.
But most guys don't be.
You feel like their intentions aren't.
Their intentions don't be to be like, oh, I want to see you mature and flourish and go on. Because most of the time, they're not going to just let them leave and it be nothing. Like it's going to be some kind of feeling a certain kind of way.
Like you owe me.
Like you owe me something. Most women, and I'm not going to say all because you have crazies everywhere, but the stereotype that they have pushed is that most women, they'll deal with a younger guy and then that guy will have, starts to grow up. It starts to now want different things. I like wants kids and things like that. She's like, I can't give that to you, and I want to set you free to get those things that you want.
Basically, build you up for somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of women that have done that, but I don't think. I feel like a lot of times that's not what they want per se.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think it's different when you're looking for a partnership and somebody that you do that with that you think you're going to grow old with than somebody that I'm really just kicking it and having a good time.
Oh, okay. So it's like you're saying that when you come into it, like I know it's not gonna be nothing.
Yeah,
I know we
like
just kicking it. But while I'm here, I can impart some wisdom onto you. Yeah, okay, I get it.
And make you better for the next person.
Yeah.
And be like, I did that, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
So like one of the things that Bow Wow said, and it's so fun, not funny, but he was like, what's the lady that Superhead? I don't know her actual name, but
Corinne Stephens.
Yes. So he was like, somebody asked him like, who's somebody that you've been with that just you always think about, and he was like, Corinne. And they were like, why? He was like, she's the person that taught me how to wash clothes. And it's like, so anytime I'm doing something, anytime I wash clothes, anytime I see somebody else washing and they don't do stuff the right way, or oh, you know what, Corinne, that's because she's done something that's impactful.
Yeah.
And most older women are always going to do something in your life a bit impactful, so that when they come around or somebody else comes around, it's always going to be something that you think about. And that's the thing, like mothering. So like, just like your mom, oh my God, she made this thing and it smelled just like my mom's home cooking, or just like it's all of those things. And I think in my relationships, I kind of do the same thing. I leave a little piece of myself.
Leave an impression.
I leave. Cause I need you to compare me to everybody.
Oh, okay. Or compare everybody to me. Yeah, I can understand that.
And then I'd be like, so sad.
Well, that was all I had. You have anything before we get
I
out of
mean,
here?
it's so much has gone on, and I'm not going to damper with all of the things that has gone on with the um shoot
Oh
'em
yeah,
ups.
I you know what? We can kind of hit it because I just
I know.
completely
I didn't think about it. Yeah,
yeah
it's just like so. Of course, everybody's been talking about it. And by the time this comes out, it's probably gonna be a little deader
yeah
with Charlie
Charlie
Kirk
Kirk yeah
passing away and being I don't even want to call it assassinated because he's not a political figure, but getting murdered. He was murdered.
he's a political figure for the right. They feel like he is.
Feeling like he is don't mean he is.
That's true.
But because
That's true.
he's a podcaster
That's true.
that has a platform that someone has built up.
Yeah.
So he was murdered, as many people have been murdered, which is unfortunate. People shouldn't be murdered. I think people should live their days in misery. Is how I think somebody like that should have to be miserable, and the people that you dislike, you have to deal with. That's what just would bring me joy, because I think that it's been so many things that have been said and so many think pieces and things like that, and it's just like one of the things that I do agree with is like, no, you should never. I don't celebrate anybody losing their life, especially in a way where what he has done, what he has said, he deserves. His deservance is to be miserable in this life and moving forward into the afterlife. That is what God would want for him. Okay.
Okay.
Because he would go to hell. In my opinion, in my humblest opinion, the way he is not following the law of the Lord, and the Lord would say,
yeah,
here's the elevator, please press down.
Yeah.
Right. When you go down, they say you doing what? You in hell, and you are being tortured for the rest of your days.
I didn't know where this was going.
Yeah, so I believe, for my thoughts, you deserve it here, just like they say you deserve heaven on earth, because you're such a great person. You deserve hell on earth, and then continue that life downstairs.
Yeah.
But who am I? I know I'm not the judge.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree to a certain extent that when you kill people like that, that only makes them a martyr.
Yeah, that only gives fuel to the fire. Now the issue with that is it be your own people,
right?
Because the first thing it's the left. Well, y'all, as Joy Reid, my homegirl Joy said, we ain't even got the guns. Y'all always say the liberals ain't got the guns. We got the guns. So how we do it? How we do it? And one thing that she said, and it just tickled me pink, because when I say on the mark, she was just like, y'all have all the houses. Y'all have gotten rid of affirmative action. You've taken the women out of the Justice Department. You have the Supreme Court. You have you have all of these things. Why y'all still mad?
Yeah, and you still unhappy.
And you still out here with your lips poked out. You got it all. And it's because you also want us to want you. And the thing is, the thing that it reminds me of, and it's so as minuscule as, this is like high school, and you want to be liked by the popular people, and no matter what you do, they still don't fool la la with you.
Yep.
And you can't understand.
Yeah.
But I've done all of these things. How could you not?
Right.
And the we don't. I don't care if you. I don't. You ain't. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. So, need all that to say. I don't feel I don't feel sorry for your wife. You knew what you was marrying. The children, it's unfortunate because kids do not ask to be here. Yeah. Right? That is not that is not I think they're still too young to just be like, I'm out. This don't make sense to me. And it's gonna be a lot of unlearning. Excuse me, but just like somebody pointed out, it's a lot of people that their family was there when they were murdered. Yeah. MLK's people were there. Yep. JFK's people were there. Malcolm X's family and his wife and children. Like, he ain't the first. Yeah. And he not gonna be the last. But understand, as they always say, you need to check before you check outside. Check out stuff what's in your own house. Because you need to clean up in there first before you be concerned. We don't care. We sitting here learning line dances and minding our damn business.
For real.
That's it. And still trying to figure out how we going to get into the stock market and give it. We don't be stunting, y'all. We don't care. We don't. And the thing is, especially for African American people, we understand that European American people are going to do what they want. And we just have to bide our time, stick it out, figure out how to keep making the world work for us in our home, in our community, whatever we need to do for that little piece. This is why we still can laugh. This is why we still can. And that's the question: like, why are they still happy? Why they can still do all these things? We've been in this place for years.
It's like it's practiced knowing how to navigate around them within their own
system. So that, and then what was the other thing I was going to bring up? Then we had a school shooting that happened that same day.
Oh yeah,
you know, but I ain't seen nobody talking about. That wasn't a thing.
Yeah,
and these are children that did not choose to have this type of rhetoric.
Yep.
And did not choose to be racist and anti-feminist. I don't know what it is. What's the word? Anyway, all of those things.
Anti-feminist
is okay. Well,
what were you going for?
I don't know what it is. Misogynistic.
Yes, misogynistic. Okay.
See, I know I wasn't saying the right thing.
But sometimes I don't be knowing where you going.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying, he was all of the things. These children didn't ask for that, but nobody says anything about that.
Yeah.
You know? And the thing is, y'all keep talking about like we saying we feel like somebody should deal with these guns because the guns aren't the people are the issue.
Right.
Stop issuing the people the guns, and that people won't be the issue.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna do what y'all want, but I'm gonna tell you now, you have people in your orbit, Republican, MAGA, that don't necessarily fully agree with what you're doing, and you're giving them the ammunition to take action on what you're saying. So when you say something like guns aren't the bad thing and there are going to be people that need to die, and then you end up dying, you spoke truth to what you said. This is what it is. Like I don't know how much more you want to say. You don't believe in empathy, so, and I can't have sympathy for you because I don't have anything in common with you.
Yeah.
So what is the expectation? I ain't around here jumping for joy, but when George Floyd was on that ground, y'all was having a party. It was a cookout.
Yeah.
When you were lynching slaves, you was having a picnic.
Yeah.
So when we talk about celebrating death, baby, y'all have written the book on how to do it well. So stop with the foolery. If anything, we learning from the best.
That's so true.
Because you wrote the book. But outside of that, what did she say? Sorrows.
prayers.
I ain't even giving you the prayers. Prayers. Sorrows. Sorrow. That's all I got.
I feel that.
That's all I got for you. But it was something else I wanted to talk about that was funny, but now I can't remember. I wanted to end on a light note, but I don't remember. What you think about Taylor Swift getting married to Crazy Pants?
Okay.
Over it.
Don't care.
What do you feel about Aaron Pierre having a baby? Mufasa was secretive. I like it like that.
I feel like he grown.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but it's like this whole that wasn't even in my orbit of this is happening. And then he was like, but guess what though?
Yeah.
What do you think about the Cardi B and all her memes from the court case?
I still got a little sour taste in my mouth about her comments about fat people. So it's like I'm a fan of hers and she's funny to me, but it's not really that funny right now to me because it's like I don't know. I'm still struggling with that because it's like I get it. You do talk shit and that's a part of your brand. That's a part of who you are. But when it came to that situation, I just felt like it really was as simple as my bad, y'all. Like I ain't mean to offend nobody. Like that. It was as simple as that. But you kind of double you made yourself the victim in a situation where you didn't have to.
But you know what I think though with that situation in Samira, I see. So, and I know, like, there are two sides to this coin, right? Because I
Yeah.
see other women who are as heavy and heavier than her who don't necessarily, they embrace their full figures and things like that, but they go to the brands that are branding for them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so, and she's like, open the table for me, kind of thing.
I think that at least from what I have come to understand about Samira, I think I could be missing something, but from what I have come to understand about her, normally where the issue comes in is when a brand advertises and then they don't actually produce. So from the videos that I've seen, she'll start off with, so American Eagle say they doing plus sizes now. And she'll show like an advertisement where they saying they going up to a certain size. And then she'll go to the store and then they don't have those sizes. And then the people will be like, oh, you can order it online. And she's like, if y'all saying that y'all go up to 2X, why the 2X got to be ordered online? Y'all have every other size in the store. And so that's where, from what I've seen now, y'all feel free to correct me. But from what I've seen, that has been an issue, right? Is that you saying one thing, but then when I fact check you, now it's an issue when I say something. You know what I mean? But and I think too, like this is something that we could get into definitely on an episode. But I think too, what people don't understand about fat phobia is that it is a systematic thing because, for example, it would be unfathomable, unheard of to say, oh, you have to order mediums online. We don't carry mediums in store. People would be in outrage. Like, y'all don't have a medium. And so I feel like when plus size people do it, it's like, but just order it online. What's the big deal? But that's because we have all been conditioned to think that they're doing you a favor by making 2X. Just order it online. But yet it's okay and it's standard to have a medium. It's and so I think this is what her issue is. It's like, if you're not going to live up to it, don't play with us. You know what I mean? Like, don't say you want my money, but you really don't want me to patronize your business because you don't have those sizes in store. So what you want to do is treat me like a side piece. You want me to spend my money with you, so you'll offer it online so you can get those dollars. But what's wrong with having it in store? Because then you're going to have fat people coming into your store purchasing stuff, and that's not your image. And so you're not creating that environment. So with that being said, when I feel like this is the issue that I just had with Cardi B. When you offered the plus sizes and they sold like that, the first thing that should come to mind is, okay, wow, this is where my market is. These are people that are spending their money with me. My customers are plus size. Okay, cool. And the only response that should have came after that was, let me double it. Okay, so since y'all sold those out, I'm about to give y'all some more because people want it, right? But then to say, damn, my fans some fat bitches, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that it was a joke. I get it. And I personally wasn't offended because I just wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, in my household, we talk about each other all the time. So it didn't offend me, but I think I just didn't like the lack of professionalism. And I know that that's Cardi's brand, but something about it felt like it was not hard to be like, even if you wanted to do it in a funny way, to be like, damn, y'all, my bad, like, don't do me. But to kind of, when you get called out on it, to dig down and be like, oh, because you said something, I'm not apologizing and this and that. It's like, take Samira out of it. Your plus size fans were supporting you. And if Samira was offended by it, to me, that lets me know that there's other people like her. And so that there's probably one other person at least that could be a fan of mine that felt that way. And so even if you didn't want to address her, you could address the fans and be like, if y'all offended, my bad. I didn't mean to offend y'all. I know I fuck with y'all, whatever. And it would have been done with.
But I think with her, because the whole thing, I don't think this was I'm just talking to the camera.
Yeah.
She was on a live with her people.
Yeah.
And her people were giving her like, yeah, girl, because we, and egging it on. So then
Sure.
she's having a full conversation. Someone clips that. And so she's in a safe environment that someone else takes it out of a safe environment. I wasn't talking to, it would be the same thing if we're having a conversation and we kiki in it how we kiki. And if somebody records us and then puts it out there, and it's like, man, this is really how LaToya feels. And it's like,
but what would it cost us to say, damn, that's not how we meant it? To just say, that's not how we meant it, y'all.
But
you know what I mean?
I get.
My thing is, Cardi is the one who is the super, not even the superstar. Cardi is the one that has the business. Mm-hmm. That's like somebody purchasing my candle. Somebody purchased a candle, right? Mm-hmm. Me and you talking shit, and I'm like, cause you love something that smell like a perfume. Mm-hmm. You love to smell like a I don't know, like an Afghan man. Yeah. And then somebody else that bought the same candle you bought hears me say that, and it's like, okay, it's not. That's my business. It's nothing for me to say, I didn't mean that. I was talking to a friend of mine. That is a beautiful candle. Mm-hmm. I will make double.
But I think what happens is you will be in a situation where you always are apologizing.
Not necessarily.
You will, not necessarily. Because the moment you like, you can say something. There will be a time where she'll say something about somebody else. It is a fact of a celebrity that anytime something has come up, when you apologize, there's always going to be somebody that's offended.
I think, okay, yes, I agree with that. But I think when it comes to me, this was direct in customer service. And I think when it comes to that, I personally feel that she should have taken the high road. And that's why I'm just kind of still struggling with it, because you can be on social commentary. Mm-hmm. You can be going back and forth with somebody about an issue that's separate. Mm-hmm. Oh, like, when she got into it with the security guard or whatever, like, you can get into it with trans people if you having a back and forth with somebody. Mm-hmm. That's like a one-on-one kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But this was specifically and directly in response to an item that you were selling. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like, and people gonna do whatever they want to do. Mm-hmm. But I feel like now, to me, this is like a Target situation. Mm-hmm. This is like, okay, now after you say that, and then you don't sell another thing. Mm-hmm. If you're looking at your numbers and your plus size items sold the most and the fastest, mm-hmm. and now you're putting out merch and they don't sell at all, you're feeling that in your pockets. Would you apologize then?
I don't. But this is the thing. I think the difference is it would be the same thing as, with like Lizzo now losing weight, right?
I'm asking the question, if she saw a direct reflection of her actions in her sales numbers. I understand that obviously her fans didn't do that, but let's say they had. Let's say enough people were offended to where ain't nobody asked for an apology. They just stopped buying the shit. Now all of a sudden we probably would see an apology, so I feel like if and this is all hypothetical. Yeah. I feel like it's just like with these companies. If now Target, because we didn't like the fact that you wanted to, get rid of your DEI, now we're not buying from you. Now you want to apologize, but you didn't feel the need to apologize when you first did it. You stood on business, right? So this is what I'm saying with the Cardi situation. This is business. You felt like what you said was a joke between you and your fans, but it did get out. And I feel like it can directly have an implication and affect business. You don't feel that it's necessary for you to apologize, but I'm sure if those numbers were to drop.
So that's what I'm saying. So I think with your two things can be true, right? So it's just like, I'll say for Lizzo, losing weight, or like having this body positivity, this is what I'm doing, this and that. Now you've lost weight. She can have friends be like, you supposed to stay fat. You supposed to do this. You supposed to do that. So now, am I supposed to now change because now I'm getting this criticism? Okay, so then if I get fat, then I'm now, so you just following the crowd, this and that. I think with Cardi, having a conversation with your people, them giving the feedback that they're giving you, if you lose all these other people, I don't know what to tell you, because I can't apologize for, my fans know who I am and how I talk, and they're comfortable with that. It's the same thing as how Kevin on stage does. Like, he's like, I'm talking about coochie, I'm talking about this, and y'all have gotten so used to this. This is and now he's projected something completely different from 7, 8, 9 years ago to who he is now, and he's lost fans. And he said, I've gained others because of now I'm being more of an authentic person. So he's had the same people that he had as fans, like, oh, you should apologize for this. When he did the whole thing with his own Christian walk, oh, you should, apologize about this. I'm not going to necessarily apologize about it because I don't think it was wrong. If you feel like you can't support me, I understand that as well. But the people that are supportive of this are going to be. And so Samara can feel how, and I'm not negating that she can't feel how she wants to feel, but it feels like sometimes it reminds me, and I guess this is just my how I look at it. Sometimes it reminds me of when we as Black people are trying to force ourselves into white spaces, instead of being like, you know what, they advertising shit that I know, like, this such and such is not plus size. This is not plus size. But then also, you don't know how you're making another woman who feels that she is plus size. Oh no, you ain't even plus size. So now you making me feel a certain kind of way because, oh, so now, so what do you consider me? You know what I'm saying? So now you make it, but nobody's saying, well, I don't like the way you said that, because I do consider myself plus size. I do consider myself a part of the plus size community.
I mean,
so
like I said, we can have a deeper conversation about it, but because some of that,
I think that when it comes to this whole thing, sometimes I feel like we all, the person that, like I always say, the loudest person always makes it feel a little bit sticky.
Yeah.
But one thing that we talk about, if you don't like something, you could just
absolutely, like that. I totally agree with that. If you don't like something, change it, but
not even change it. If you don't like what she said,
oh, don't follow her.
Don't follow her.
Yeah.
Don't support her. Don't do such and such. I feel like the need, and that's, I think, and this is just a personal pet peeve of my own, the need for someone you don't respect or you don't care for, or you're a fan of, but now you feeling a certain kind of way about, you can not support them.
Yeah.
You can no longer buy their materials, no longer spend your money on it. That's what we did with Target.
Right.
I don't like what y'all did. I don't like the way you fool la la. I don't even like the fact that you're trying to apologize. We're just done with it.
And I think that kind of sums up, your original question of like, how do I feel about Cardi's new album? I haven't fully dealt with how I personally feel about how she handled the situation. I think I'm still, I realize that situation is done with, and it's not going to be addressed again. But for me, I'm waiting to see some more evidence from her of how she handles other things moving forward. Like if that was a one-off and like that's not really how your character is, I will be open to fully engaging with your content. But if I'm starting to see that like, nah, that's how you deal with everybody, I don't know if I'm here for it.
And that's fair. I say all this, and I'm like, I don't buy not a damn thing from Cardi, so I don't have a dog in the fight. I just know,
and I don't buy nothing from her either. But I also feel like I don't feel the authenticity to run and go listen to your music when I'm still kind of battling with that.
Yeah, I get that, but I think on the flip side for me is like, I think like the girl Samira, nothing, pretty girl, pretty dresses. But outside of that, I feel like
beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns. I feel like sometimes you just always got something to say. And sometimes, and I get it. Your platform is platformed, right? You can say whatever you want. We out here. Don't go. I don't know. Anyway. Moving on.
That was another great episode.
We got to get up out of here.
We got to get up out of here. It's supposed to be a tight hour.
It was supposed to be a tight hour. But it gets wrapped up.
Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Drop down in the comments.
And we'll drink to that.